Namaskar friends, welcome to the video of the third chapter of Standard 11. In the previous videos we have already discussed about classification of Whittaker, introduction to alga and uses of alga. Now we are moving toward the three main classes of plant kingdom, and that is Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. We will go through each one in detail according to our textbook. So, welcome. Welcome to Vigyan with Vishal Mulya. Welcome to Biology with Vishal Mulya. Welcome. In the case of Chlorophyceae, the members of Chlorophyceae are commonly known as green alga, and the plant body can be unicellular, can be colonial, and can be filamentous. Try to recall, unicellular is there in the case of Chlamydomonas, colonial is there in the form of, can be exemplified with Volvox, and filamentous Spirogyra. They are usually grass green color because of the dominance of the pigment chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, and this pigment is not free in the cytoplasm but it is localized in a definite organelle, that is chloroplast. This chloroplast may be having different shape. It can be discoid, it can be plate-like, it can be reticulate, it can be cup-shaped, it can be spiral, or it can be ribbon-shaped. We should go through each one with the photographs because picture will speak louder than the words. So let me go through each one. Chloroplast, which is there in the discoid form, can be seen here, and it is found in Cladophora. Plate-like structure is found in Mesothenium, and one can see it here. Reticulate shape is commonly found in Oedogonium as well as in Hydrodictyon. One can see it here in Oedogonium. Cup shape is exemplified very well in the Chlamydomonas. Spiral shape is found in Spirogyra, and ribbon shape chloroplast, which is of course spirally arranged, but it is so thick that we can identify it as a ribbon, can be there in the Spirotenia. And another important thing is most of the member are having one or more bodies, that is for the storage, and that storage bodies which is localized in the chloroplast is known as pyrenoids. These pyrenoids are found inside the chloroplast, and it is associated with the storage of protein as well as starch. So one can find protein besides the starch also. Some of the algae is having reserve food material in the form of oil droplets, and one can see here presence of oil droplets in the green thallus vicinity, and this is exemplified in Botryococcus, and the better version can be seen here where the oil droplets are oozing out from the thallus. So it is very interesting to find that it is having reserve food material, sometime as oil also. This green alga is having rigid cell wall, and this rigid cell wall is having inner layer made up of cellulose and outer layer is made up of pactose. One can see here the structure of cellulose and pactose in a proper way. Vegetative reproduction is usually taking place by fragmentation, which is one of the common way of reproduction in the alga, and also formation by different kind of spores, and that different kind of spore formation can be seen here. Asexual reproduction is there by the formation of different kind of spores, and generally that kind of spores are zoospores, and zoospores are found or produced in the zoosporangia, and that zoosporangia where it is located and producing zoospores, which can be seen here. It is having flagella also. Coming to the sexual reproduction, it is having considerable variation based on the sex shell or the formation of the sex cell or the gametes, whatever you say. And accordingly it can be isogamous, it can be anisogamous, and it can be oogamous. And one can see the photograph of each one here for the isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. Some of the common example belongs to this group. That means the chlorophyceae are Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Eulothrix, Spirogyra, and Chara. Chlamydomonas is known to us. It is unicellular and flagellate. Volvox is the colonial one, very beautiful one, having a size of few millimeter, the less than millimeter, maybe the size of the point of your ballpoint pen, but it is very beautiful. And in the one colony one can find 500 to 70,000 cells, and whatever the dot like structure is there inside, it is the daughter colony. Sometimes one can find granddaughter colony as well as great granddaughter colony also. Eulothrix is a filamentous one, and one can see it here. Spirogyra is also filamentous one. Chara is the one which is looking like hair plant, looking like plant having branch, plant is having leaves, stem, but in fact it is microscopic, and there is nothing like stem, nothing like leaves. It is just thallus, but it is looking like big plant or the higher plant. Coming to the next group, that is Phaeophyceae. Phaeophyceae is known as brown algae, or the member is known as brown alga. They found mainly in the marine habitat and showing great variation in the size as well as in the form. It can be very small, simply branched, filamentous like Ectocarpus, or it can be profusely branched form, and this profusely branched form is represented by calbs having huge size, huge distribution, and the entire Sargasso Sea is showing presence of calbs. One can see here what extent it would be there, or what extent it is dominating in the marine atmosphere. One can find it in the tons and tons in the quantity at the seashore, which is indicating their presence, their dominance, and even their size. Sometimes the size of this calbs may reach to 100 meter, so it is so huge, and ocean is providing that large area to develop their form and develop their size. They may possess chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, not chlorophyll B. Try to recall chlorophyll B is present in Chlorophyceae, but here in Phaeophyceae chlorophyll B is absent. A part of it, carotenoids and xanthophylls are present. They may vary in the color from olive green to the various shade of brown, depending upon the presence of amount of xanthophyll or fucoxanthin present in them. Regarding the reserve food material is stored as a complex carbohydrate and may be in the form of laminarin or mannitol. Laminarin structure can be seen here, and mannitol is a sugar alcohol structure can be seen here. A vegetative cells are having cellulosic cell wall, and along with cellulosic cell wall, it is having covering of the gelatinous material, that is algin. And we know very well about algin because we have already discussed about algin in the previous one. The protoplast, the cell is containing, along with protoplast, there is a presence of plastids. There is a centrally located large vacuole and nucleus also. The entire plant body is attached with the substratum with the help of holdfast, and here one can see holdfast in the lower side, which is red in color, and one can see the real holdfast here in the plant structure. The plant body has three main parts: stalk, stipe and leaf-like photosynthetic region. It is not leaf, but it is leaf-like photosynthetic region known as frond. Here we can see it in the laminaria. Same thing can be found in the fucus also, as well as in the laminaria. It is already given in our textbook in the photographic form. Vegetative reproduction is take place by, of course, the common method, that is fragmentation, and asexual reproduction is take place in the most of brown alga with the help of biflagellate zoospores. Here this biflagellate zoospores in the Phaeophyceae is pear shaped, and it is having two unequal laterally attached flagella. That is not the same case in the Chlorophyceae. Sexual reproduction is there by isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous way, and that has been already discussed earlier. Union of these gametes, the fertilization may take place in the water or may take place in the oogonium, where the species is oogamous type of species. And here one can see that gametes are liberated and outside the body there is fertilization in this photograph. So it is there in the water. The fertilization is taking place in the water, while in the case of sargassum one can see the presence of oogonium, and in the oogonium it is fertilized. The fertilization is taking place in the oogonium. These gametes are pyriform, that is pear shaped, and it is having two laterally attached flagella that can be seen here. The common form of the Phaeophyceae are Ectocarpus, Dictyota, Laminaria, Sargassum and Fucus. Let we go through each one by the photographs so we can feel that we have seen it. Ectocarpus one can see here in the photograph. Dictyota, it is net-like structure and forming increasing the double in the number in the branching pattern. Laminaria is having one plane-like structure, so it is capable of making laminations. So laminaria, it is there in the two-dimensional structure mainly. Sargassum is well known and it is having air bladder, one can see here very well, and Fucus is one of the well known member of Phaeophyceae. Coming to the next class, that is Rhodophyceae. The member of Rhodophyceae is commonly known as red alga, and the term red alga is given because there is a predominance of red pigment, that is phycoerythrin, and phycoerythrin, because it is present there, one can see here in the spectrophotometry also, and with the naked eye we can see it is red in color. So this red alga is because of R phycoerythrin. Majority of red alga are marine and having found in the greater concentration where warm areas are there. They are found in both kind of region, well lightened region which is very close to the surface, as well as it is found at the greater depth in the ocean where relatively little light is penetrating. Let me see the photograph. Here one can see that the red alga is there on the surface, which is very close to the surface and where lot of light is available. And another part, that is the depth of the ocean, great depth of the ocean where relatively less light is penetrating. Even there you can find presence of red alga. This red alga is having mainly multicellular complex thalli, and some of them are having very complex body organization. The food stored in the red alga is there in the form of Floridian starch. This alga is commonly found in the Floridian Sea, and Floridian Sea because it is near to the Florida. So in the Floridian Sea this plant is commonly found, and that's why the name given is Floridian starch. This Floridian starch is chemically very similar to the amylopectin and glycogen in the structure, and one can see here the structure of not Floridian starch but amylopectin and glycogen starch, so we can compare it very well. Red alga is usually reproduced vegetatively by fragmentation that we have seen in rest of all. They produce asexually by non-motile spores, and non-motile spores because they are found in the ocean where lot of tide is there. So there is no need of flagella, no need to invest in the formation of flagella for the plants. Sexual reproduction is there by non-motile gametes. Here again, do remember the gametes are non-motile because in the ocean they need no special structure for the movement because of presence of the lot of animal movement as well as tide is there in the ocean, so automatically they can move, they can swim, and there is no requirement of special flagella like structure. So here the sexual reproduction is there by gametes which is non-motile. To be precise, non-motile gamete is found in Rhodophyceae only. Sexual reproduction is oogamous type, and after having a sexual reproduction, oogamous type of reproduction, there is a formation of complex body which is post-fertilization development, and one can see here it is red colored, that is post-fertilization complex developed. The common member belongs to this group are Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Gracilaria and Giladium. Polysiphonia is named because there is lot many siphon like structure parallelly present which we can see here in the photograph, so it is known as poly means many and siphon means pipe like structure, so Polysiphonia. Porphyra is one of the well-known member of the Rhodophyceae. Gracilaria, we have already discussed use of Gracilaria in the previous video, it is already seen, you can go through it. And Giladium is also known for their commercial uses which we have already discussed earlier, so kindly go through the previous video for the uses of Gracilaria and Giladium. With this we come to the end of discussion about alga, and in the next video we will go through bryophytes. Till that, thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.